Ro-Ghoul is back and crazier than ever. Massive updates, new balance changes, and a ton of new codes. What? I'm diving into the ultimate Kagune and Kinke tier list, and I'll be giving away exclusive codes throughout the video. So you gotta make sure to stay till the end. You do not want to miss these. So let's start off strong. Here's your first code. It's Noro Lick. It's 100 color credits for free. So make sure to redeem them in the game. So with that said, I think we should go to the Kagune tier list. And we should start from the D tier to C tier and so on, moving up to the S plus tier. As I said, in D tier, we got, and please sorry if I butcher these names. I am not from Japan. I watched this anime when I was 17. I am almost 26. So there's been at least almost a decade of time in between me and these names. But I'll give it my all and I'll give it my best. We got, in D tier, Shu Tsukiyama. Well, there's nothing positive to say about this Kagune. It simply does not work in any situation it gets put into. And that's why you should avoid it at all costs, absolutely. Then after that, we got the Renji Omo. Sure, you get the cool hand-like wings, but what about combat? This Kagune deals very low damage, has little to no range and versatility, and is overall just not reliable. And definitely not worth the 150 million yen price tag, which is pretty insanely crazy. Then we got the Kakukong. This Kagune is more of a meme than a viable fight asset. No crowd control, no range, and a set of perks that ultimately don't do anything. They don't do niche. The only way it would make sense to use a Kagune such as this one is if you want to punch someone's guts out. And even like that will take you very, very long because of its low damage. So in D tier are these pretty non-usable ones and pretty memey ones. So I think we can safely move up to the C tier Kagune. In C tier, we got Noro. There are some upsides to this Kagune, such as its ability to hit multiple targets at once with its projectiles or its regeneration stat. It also does look pretty cool. However, the main thing is that this Kagune deals very low damage and literally has no kind of ability or perk that can make up for it. Then we got the Nishiki Nishio. It's more than clear that this is an ultimate beginner's Kagune. Obviously, in any other place it would have been deemed useless, but it's a great way for a new player to get to know how the game works, and that's why it's like in mid C tier. We got the Kotaro Amon. Perhaps this is the best thing, the best thing about this Kagune is how it looks. It's like this cool circular cylinder and this buff hand. It's crazy. So speaking of of the combat, it has no range, no crowd control, and no versatility. It's also very expensive and hard to master. And it does have some strength in itself on its own, but along with decent projectiles. So I don't really know, and that's why it's not really the worst in this tier, but also a top for C tier. And now we're getting into, I would say, more serious Kagunes, and that's the Kagunes in B tier. We got the Koshi. The main trait of this Kagune are its projectile attacks, and even with that, it's a gamble if you'll be able to deal any damage since its attacks are very inconsistent. One time you'll get one shot literally one shot a strong enemy, the other you won't deal any damage to the weakest one. So if you like uncertainty and balancing or and betting, man, just go for it. Literally, just go for it. It's literally a bet. But in reality, just like with bets and betting, don't expect much and you will lose. Then we get the Lycan. This Kagune is like a weird one because it depends on the player specifically. If you like the slower but strong close range damage with the addition of occasional healing, you'll find this Kagune works wonders for you. If any of these elements aren't your thing, avoid it completely. Then we got the Tatara. Probably and possibly the fastest Kagune excluding the top two tiers. It also deals significant damage with its skills, but it ultimately disappoints once you evolve it. It sits comfortably in the very middle of this tier list, just because of its first version, which does have issues with small range and no combo damage. Then we got the Kakujira, a good choice for a slower paced gameplay. Although it's probably too slow for most players, it works well in a crowd control situations and you should take advantage of its wide range attack. Of course, if you have the patience for it to wait for it to charge and do everything it needs to. Then we got the Yakumo Mori. This Kagune deals excessive damage, especially when you use it when it's helicopter-like ability. It's all about strength, damage, and head-on fights, but without a possibility for combo damage. Unfortunately, there's no defense mechanism either, which would instantly make it better rated. So that was the B tier Kagune. I think we're getting into some serious territory, crossing into the A tier Kagune right now. So we got the Tonakai, an excellent choice for crowd control. This Kagune helps you out not only in combat, but in defense and surviving as well. Its abilities are great. The damage and range are quite large, but it's a bit too slow. Then we got the Washu, Kichimura. Huge range and huge hitboxes are the key element of this Kagune. Even if you think you're not that good of a player, you'll excel with the abilities at your disposal. That's why more experienced players don't really use this Kagune too much. There's nothing especially wrong with it, but there are other ones who are stronger and more efficient. And then we got the Eto Yoshimura. This is a great Kagune if you want quick-paced fights, especially if projectiles are your thing. Prevent your enemies from pausing for even a second, because you'll constantly be dealing enormous amounts of damage. The non-projectile skills aren't as good as expected for this Kagune, but are far from unusable. And then we have the glorious, the gorgeous, the godlike S tier. We got the Akuma no Getsuki. Perfect for aggressive play, but with significant defense mechanics. This Kagune can do a lot of things at the same time. Healing, close range, long range, even flying. It's perfectly suited for assertive plays, but you can also utilize its mobility. Then we got the Seido Takizawa. A straightforward but very versatile Kagune that holds huge power. One to rapidly stab your enemies from various angles and distances. And well, that's what you'll get, boy. Don't forget that this Kagune has long range abilities, especially if you're looking for attacks in multiple directions. Then we got the Hinami Fuekichi. If you're looking for a powerful Kagune with which you don't have to rush and just be in any kind of rush, you found the perfect one. The combination of defense and offense here shows just how good of a control you can have during the fight. Your range is immense, and at the same time you can perfectly adjust the course of the fight to your liking. Then we got the Touka Kirishima. This Kagune is all about fast and aggressive combat. With this strong projectiles and immense speed, he's perfect for the players who want to either enter fights head on, and also he's very easy to use when it comes at a bargain price of 500k yen. And then on top of S tier, we got Ken Kaneki. Did you really expect the main character of Tokyo Ghoul not to be the strongest Kagune in game? Well, Ken Kaneki can do it all. He's the strongest Kagune by far, has a huge reach, and dominates just about any style of play in combat. It's a pure 11 out of 10. So let's do a little summary, and I hope you guys are following along with the codes. And as I say always for the codes, please do go to the website, Pro Game Guides. So the tier list is not gonna be on Pro Game Guides right now, but the codes are there. And the codes you should copy from there because they're case sensitive. They're not gonna work if you don't type them out correctly. So make sure to go to the website. The codes have been randomly dropping throughout this video, anywhere on the screen. And I hope that you manage to follow along to find them on the website and stuff. But the website is gonna be in the description, so no worries. So I wanna kinda do a little summary of the Kagune tier list, and I wanna kinda tease what the next video is going to be about, and that's going to be the Kinke tier list, and I'm really hyped for that as well. So let me just do a little summary. Let me show you all of the Kagune on the screen, and I'll be right back. Let's do a little meme revision of what the tier list was. D tier, Kakukong, meme Kagune, literally. Renjiomo, wings but no bite. Shutsukiyama, why are you even here? C tier, Kotaramon, looks good, fights bad. Nishiki Nishio, perfect for noobs. Noro, regeneration beats damage. B tier, Koshi, roll the dice maybe. Lycan, close and strong, if you like it slow. Tatara, speedy but a letdown. Kakujira, big range but slow pace. Yakumo Omori, damage dealer but no defense. In A tier, we got the Tonakai, crowd control, slow roll. Kichimura Washu, big range, bigger hitbox. Eto Yoshimura, projectile spammer OP. And in S tier, we got the Akuma no Ketsuki, fly, heal, repeat. Seido Takizawa, range is life. Hinami Fuekichi, defense meets destruction. Touka Kirishima, speed kills literally. And Ken Kaneki, main character, equals, you know what? OP. So there, if you didn't want to watch the whole tier list, just listen to this or read it on the screen and you got it. That was the whole tier list, but done very, very briefly. One-liners, memes, and that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed the videos. In the next video, you can expect a tier list of all the Kinkes in Ro-Ghoul. And that's gonna be an equivalently fun video to make. I got a comprehensive take on this. I got a good tier list already made, but I'm just waiting to record this, and I hope you guys are excited to see it. Leave a comment which Kagune is your favorite, which Kinke are you expecting for me to review, and where am I gonna put your favorite Kinke. Make sure to leave a comment. Was I right with the tier list? What's your favorite Kagune? Are you excited for the next video? Like the video, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Peace!